Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of Daily Origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue making some traditional items and we're going to make the tried and true balloon that's probably one of the first origami I remember ever making. This particular origami you just use a square piece of paper, no glue, no scissors. I'm going to be using standard origami paper, which is 15 by 15 centimeters, and I'll let you guys know the finished dimensions of the balloon or the ball when we're done making it. Like I said, this is a pretty standard kind of thing, and you can make your finished balloon roundish, or you can finish it off so that it looks more like an actual cube or a die, for example. So we want to start off here with our color side facing down, and I'm going to take and make some diagonal creases by just folding in half, lining up those opposite sides, smoothing out straight from there to the center, and then just smoothing out to each of the edges. And do the same thing going the other way too. Then once you've got that done, flip it over and fold in half this time. Do that for both directions. And we're just making a water bomb base, so we're going to take the creases that were diagonal on this side, opposite ends, just pinch in and kind of swivel it around until you can kind of smush it down to make a triangle here. And that's the water bomb base there. Now I want to take and make sure to take each of these tips and fold them up to the point here of our triangle. I'm going to do that for the two here, and then we'll flip it over and do it for the two on the other side as well. Make sure you get a good crease there. Flip it over. So we've got the point where the flaps are on the top. And we want to take each of these points and fold into the center. And you want to try your best to keep your fold straight so that the edge that you create here is parallel to the center as much as you can. We're going to do the same thing on this side too. Just fold it in. Flip it over and do the same thing on the other side too. This particular origami really benefits from having good strong creases because then everything kind of stays locked in place. I've got all four of those sides folded in now, and then I'm going to take this little part that you see here and fold it down so that that outer edge lines up with this part that we just folded over. And you're keeping the centers even too. So we're just basically folding this straight down, getting a nice little triangular flap there. Then I'm going to take this part with that part that I just folded down and push it snug against the edge that I just have there. Make a good crease, and then that makes it a lot easier when you try to slide that into this pocket area because we've got the crease already, so you can just kind of pop it in there, push it down until it gets tucked away so that you don't see it anymore. And I'm going to repeat those steps on these other sides. Now there's a few different variations out there of how to do this. This is one that we see most common because it does eliminate any sight of the flap there, which is kind of nice. But there are other ways to do this too, so if you happen to be more familiar with that way, that's fine. Get that kind of tucked away. Turn it over, do this side as well. And then this one too. And that should give you the completed, secured little ball here now. You've got a nice closed off top there, and then if you look down here at the bottom, you have this little part that opens up. And you want to try to kind of expand all four sides as much as you can, and you just blow into that area to kind of expand the balloon. Now just a first shot, you get something like this, which is kind of more of a round sort of looking ball, and just leaving it like this is totally fine. But if you wanted to try to make it more of a cube, what you could do is just gently smoosh down and create a pinch between 2 points. And just go around and do that for all the sides here, especially on the parts where things are a little smushy. And then when you're done, you can kind of bring things to life again a little bit, just blowing into the hole again to keep things kind of looking good. But there's definitely the variety of this where you can choose to make it look more geometric or just more poofy like an actual ball. Now this is a standard go-to thing when you want to just play a game of kind of like hacky sack. You know, you get your own little ball going here. And it's an easy thing you can make anywhere you are at, but that kind of gives you the finished sort of square there. And the dimensions for this, if we did make a cube, are going to be about almost 4 centimeters cubed. If you made a square, if it was rounded out, it'd be a little more poofy, of course. But that's just your finished little balloon or cube, if you will. It's called a water bomb sometime. That's where the water bomb base comes from, is because it's used for this particular origami. But that kind of gives you your finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.